Welcome back to PowerPivot Table version 1.2. In our previous video, we saw how to work with interactive dashboard and we built a complete dashboard under 20 minutes time. So now I'm going to take you to another data where when we get a weird data, when the data are not proper data set, then how do we handle the data better? So now when I try to do two different logics here, so I'm going to create a date and then try to group them up with this data part. It won't allow us to do it, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to group the data when I have an integer here and when I have a non-integer data, how it's going to work for me. So how good Excel works in one point, and another point, there will be a subtle variant in the reporting component. Let's see how I'm going to do that. So I'll first let me add a grouping, and this is not going to allow me to create a group. So I'm going to create Alt NVT, which gives you the data point, and I'm going to select the data output to come in here. And when I give an OK, automatically it gives you the data. I'm going to check mark on the date, that adds the date here. When I try to group them, it's going to show me saying that I cannot do it because I have a blank field here. We all know that I cannot have a blank cell in between, and I cannot have an error data too. So if I have a data something like this, I just recreate or readjust the data again. So I'm going to create a new pivot table right now. So I'm going to just say come back in here and add a new pivot table. Again, I'm going to just put them just right next to it, and then do the same logic one more time. Just add a date here. So the dates are coming continuously, and when I try to group them, it groups the data beautifully. Now we should take them as a day, not the month, and add 2 days to cover them up. So now we can see the list here, and I can add a sale or a unit list here, so I can find out the sales that I did in two different date period on the list here. So this is how an odd data cannot work around really well in a pivot table, and a good data can always work around this list. So now I'm going to just move the data a little better. So I'm going to create the next logic. If I have a non-decimal data part, so now you can see that I have an integer sales that comes in place. I'm going to just create a pivot table again. So let me add a pivot table here and then put it on the same sheet, probably right with my data. And I'm going to just drag out and check this box in the list, and you can see that automatically gives you the summation of the data here. Now I would like to put them in the row, and then you can see that it gives you the breakup here, and I'm going to just create a right click and group it. I'm going to group it with the highest number as lowest number is 1, highest number is 20, and with the 5 in the list here. Now you can see that it automatically takes the data beautifully here. You can see 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and 16 to 20. And this will not happen if I try to do the same with the decimal number. So for example, if I have a data like this, so I have a decimals here coming up here, and let me just try to add the complete report here. So let me add the integer again, and the numbers is that gives you the count of the region. There will be a subtle variant when I do deal with the data here. I'm going to just say count, and then I'm going to adjust this, and then I'm going to add this to the rest again. So I'm going to just say Alt NVT, and again I'm going to put them in the same sheet somewhere over here, and then give an OK, and I'm going to do the same logic. So I'm going to add it somewhere over here and give a right click here. Just to make it repeat the same here. Now the logic will be a little different compared to the one which I did earlier. Now you can see the data comes in 1 to 6, not 1 to 5, and it goes to 6 to 11, 11 to 16, and 16 to 21. Here don't worry about it because the lowest, it's not going to consider the lowest number, it's going to take the highest number in consideration. So when I drag this number to the list, there will be a subtle variant in the list, or something that gives you the exact number what I get here. You can see that the number doesn't change much as of now, but the tables calculations are different here. So this is how we play around with the data when we are dealing with the data with the blank cells here, and when I deal with an integer number and a decimal number when I deal with it. Let me teach you a lot more in my next video. That's the video number 4, where we're going to see how to play around with the data better. And this is going to be a little longer video than the one which we are doing right now. This is going to be a very short video. And I'll catch you back in our data 4 tab, where we will deal with logics like recommended pivot table and chart, how to use a report filter, how the report filter shows the data beautifully, how I can bring back the slices again, how I can get the filtered sheets separately, and how I'm going to use timeline for the first thing. Without further ado, I'll just wind up this particular video and jump to the next video immediately. Stay updated, happy learning.